What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the RedBeard Outdoors podcast. I'm Jonathan, your host, and here at RedBeard Outdoors, I talk about faith, family, fitness, and the outdoors. I'm really excited to bring today's episode, which is Tinkering Tuesday, to you guys on a product that I've been using for a while now, have recommended to you guys, and there's been some updates to it, and I want to bring that to you as well. But before we get into that, I want to remind you that on Saturdays we have the full-length episodes. Tuesdays we have Tinkering Tuesdays, where we go over mindset or gear, something to mess around with for about 10 to 15 minutes. Give you my recommendations, things that I use, things that I love, and why I enjoy using those products. And every other Thursday through the year of 2024, we're going to be doing the Why First Phorm Outdoors episodes every other Thursday to bring to you some stories of people that have gone on their fitness journeys, have made different changes in their lives, and why they chose First Phorm and First Phorm Outdoors community to bring them to their destination and to create an environment of people that are going to encourage them to be better day in and day out. So today, being Tuesday, I'm going to bring you guys this product that I really enjoy. I appreciate the quality that goes into this product. Is something that just about everyone has on their bow, and talk to you about the reasons why I use this product, and for you guys why I would recommend it as well. So for those of you that have known that I shoot a bow, which I imagine you do if you're following this channel, I want to bring to you the Quattro Archery stabilizers, their updated version, the Velagos, which are their micro diameter bars, and I've talked about them a little bit here on the channel. But something else too that I really appreciate that they've updated is their Vero back bar mount right there. So honestly, now that I'm thinking this through, I should have popped this off to be able to talk to you guys a little bit more about it. But there is the close-up of it. Let's see if I can, there we go. Okay, so you'll notice the difference between the Vero 2.0, which is this one, and the Vero 1.0. If you've seen any of my previous reviews on the Quattro stabilizers, the Vero 1.0 was great. It was an awesome back bar mount. They made the attachment for Hoyts. They make the attachments for all the other stabilizer mounts that go on the back side of the riser, which is the standard Vero. And then if you have a Hoyt and you have that side mount with the little knobby that goes in there, they make that as well. What I really like about the updated Vero 2.0 is this bolt right here. So you can see there's a washer right there and a washer right there. And then you have the bolt, and then you have the regular mount. This thing is rock solid. Now on my Vero 1.0, and I've had it happen on other stabilizer back bar mounts as well, where the bar will move if you bump it extremely hard. Now I'm not talking about just barely, going in and tapping it. If you've got it locked down, the back bar mount, and maybe you drop your bow, maybe you fall on it while you're hiking, maybe you put some undue pressure on it in some form or fashion, the back bar mount would move on the 1.0, just ever so slightly. I noticed it mainly when I was out on the mountain, that it would happen every once in a while, and it usually was due to me putting something on it, like maybe my backpack was leaning on it, or I fell on my bow, something like that. I generally had a silver Sharpie mark, so I was able to move things back to where they need to go, but you don't want your stuff to necessarily move. So what I really like about what Hano has done, him and his brother, they re-engineered the Vero 2.0, and from a distance, if you didn't have these laser etched white lines on there, they look very similar, the 1.0 and the 2.0. But on this 2.0, there were some updates. Again, like I said, the locking washers were an awesome update. That's something that now I've genuinely put a ton of pressure on this back bar once I have it mounted in here. I tried to crank on it left, right, up and down, and this thing did not move on me. So I was super impressed by how the lockability of this back bar mount for the Vero 2.0. Also, I really appreciate the ability to go through and have those lines so that you can basically go in and be super accurate with where you're placing your bar. For me, on my hunting setup, I have it in a general vicinity, right? I'm great with a silver Sharpie mark, but having that accuracy of knowing that you're going back to the same line every single time is definitely a huge update on this Vero 2.0. Also, again, the way that the touch points on this Vero 2.0, I don't know the technical term, so I apologize for that. If you guys have a better term for it, let me know. But basically the touch points of where the contact points, there we go, that's the word I was looking for. The contact points allow it to just lock in so much more securely. So the way that they went in and re-engineered it, even though it looks very similar on the outside, to where you can't move this thing without loosening the bolts, it's just outstanding. Can't speak high enough of the quality of the Quattro stabilizers. They did an amazing job with the Vero 2.0 back bar mount. So if you're in the market for a back bar mount, I'd highly recommend you go and you check this one out, because I mean, there's so much adjustability, guys. So let's go in here and look at this. So with the back bar mount right there, you've got all those different lines that you can adjust and take a look at, just seeing where you want the bar. Not only that, right here, you can see that there's space where I could slide this mount this way or have it extended out to where it is right now. So there's a lot of space right there in that groove that's been cut out so that you can adjust the bar left or right, whichever way you want it to sit in regards to your riser. Then again, just some of the machining points that I noticed that are really nice and clean. It's just, again, the bolts, the way that they interact with each other. This bolt right here, and then the laser engraved lines, and just, again, it just looks clean, guys, and it's super high quality. I've put these bars through the ringer, going through the mountains, going on different shoots, and the vibration dampening is outstanding. I love the look of a more sleek bar like these micro diameter bars. I also really like the way the grip weights are. So these weights right here have, and they've had these for a while now, but the grip weights are awesome because you're able to grip them while you're out in the field and adjust how much weight, if you need to change the weight based on wind, based on if you need to take your back bar off, whatever it may be that you may need to be taking off the weights. So went over those, again, the locking washer or washers. So there's one here, right there in between the bolt and the main mount. There's a locking washer there, and there's one up under there. And it holds it really steady and in place. And that's really what I wanted to highlight for you guys today. So just going back to, if you have the Vero 1.0, it's an amazing back bar mount. It really is. Highly recommend it. But if you're in the market to upgrade to the Vero 2.0, it's worth it. For people that maybe were on the fence or didn't know, maybe want to save some money and buy the Vero 1.0, this thing locks in so securely. It's like concrete, guys. It's not going to move. Once you adjust it and you set it to where you want it to be, it's not moving on you. And then going into the bars a little bit more, these Velago bars, this is I do an 8-inch off the back, 12-inch off the front with a quick disconnect. And I mean, that's just, you can see the quality. The carbon fiber weave is outstanding. And there you go. The Velagos. So again, cuts down on wind resistance. And honestly, guys, it just looks super sleek having those micro diameter bars coming out the front there. I've got a little down disconnect, quick disconnect there. And then I've got the back bar set the way that I want it, down and close to the bow. And for me, it just balances so well. So again, guys, looks aren't everything when it comes to archery setups, but I can tell you that if your bow looks good, it feels good, so it functions and looks well, you have a winner. When it comes to any type of equipment, if you like the way that it looks and you like the way that it functions, you've got a winner. That's something that you can use for years to come and really appreciate. And like I said, guys, these bars, also the previous bars from Quattro, the a little bit thicker bars, so the standard diameter bars, I've put them through the ringer. I've put them through brush. I've dropped them. I've scratched them up. I've done a crap ton to these bars, and they've held up the test of time. They didn't fall apart. The glue hasn't come out. They've been in heat. They've been in cold. They haven't cracked. Nothing that I've thrown at these bars has caused any issue. So there you go. Quick little review. My version of a review on the Vero 2.0. It is the back bar mount that I really appreciate. It locks in snug. Again, if you're in the market for Quattro stabilizers, I do have a discount code with them for you guys. It is RB15 or RedBeard 15, but RB15. If you are in the market and wanting to order these bars, I've got the link down below. Go check them out. The quality is unmatched. I haven't found anything that I have personally used that is any better than these stabilizing bars for your bow. I've found some that are great. These are just a step above that. So kudos to Hano over there. Kudos to the team over at Quattro, knocking out some amazing stuff. Again, it looks good, functions great. Go check them out. If you have any questions for me, drop a comment down below. If you like this video and want future reviews, feedback, anything along those lines, definitely let me know. Drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, and if you're listening to the audio only version, definitely head over to the YouTube, check it out. And if you're listening to audio only, then subscribe or follow, whatever the button is, and leave a review. It helps way more than you know. With that being said, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. Get out and shoot your bow, and of course, live your life and love it.